Jacobs Ben has told us that Man United are in advanced talks with the agent of Zirkzee, and it's really very important. Erik Ten Hag contract, obviously, soon to be announced by Manchester United, and those are the three stories we're going to be really looking on in for your Ruud van Nistelrooy update, and we thank you for the patience. I did one story in the morning, and it's been hours since I last came in through to obviously address you onto this channel. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Rokan David is my name. Continue to subscribe because we want to hit the magic number of 20,000 subscribers onto this channel into the mix. So where should we start? The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum, and we thank God for the gift. Like, where should we start from? Let's obviously start it off from Total Sport coming out yesterday to let us know that Manchester United have communicated to Bologna that they want to pay Joshua Zirkzee's release clause and deal with his agent. Now, this is what they told us yesterday, and it looks like Bologna has gone ahead to give Manchester United green light to obviously talk to the agent and see to it that everything really happens, because earlier today we've gotten the first story coming through from Sky Sports by Damesh Seth that Joshua Zirkzee to United is edging forward. 1. 2. Jacobs Ben has told us that Man United are in advanced talks with Joshua Zirkzee's representatives. Joshua Zirkzee's agent, Kia Joorabchian, is requesting in excess of £8 million in commission. So, United are in advanced talks with Joshua Zirkzee's agent, meaning that the player might have gone ahead to show to us that he really wants to join the club of Manchester United, with the stories indicating that his release clause is having a timeline. It's going to be really valid from the 1st of July, and Manchester United are trying to do what we call the due diligence to see to it that by the time 1st July knocks on the door, they are the first ones to obviously do the needful. And I was asking all along that if AC Milan has been working on this deal for close to 6 months, why is it that even when the summer transfer window opened, they haven't gone ahead to obviously pay the 34 million euros to really trigger that clause? Because they had already gone ahead to agree personal terms with the player, and the big hinge has always been the agent, because the agent wanted 12.5 million pounds, and for Man United is wanting 8, and that's what United is negotiating about. So I think 1st July is the date that we are really waiting for, and see is Manchester United gonna be putting in their bid. And Man United are working tooth and nail to see to it that all goes on as to plan. They've gone ahead to put out their plan, and they want to follow up their plan and see how things are really going to pan out for the side of Manchester United. And I'm 100% sure all will go on as to plan, and the biggest hinge that is going to hit to stop AC Milan from really triggering the 34 million pounds clause, for Joshua Zirkzee, is all about the agent and the agent fees, and Man United want to get that out of the way. And for me, my excitement will always be shown in every video I do. I'm just excited because the club of Manchester United is doing the needful, right? And what needful are they doing? They're doing the needful to see to it that they really put in what we call getting these deals, and what we call multi-purposing. United is negotiating close to 4 or 5 deals at once. They are negotiating the deal of Gerard Braithwaite, Lenny Hero, Yao Neves, Ugarte. There is a deal of Joshua Zirkzee, there is a deal of Todibo. So close to seven deals are being negotiated at once by Manchester United, and this shows you that when you're really having competent people at the club of Manchester United, everything will go on as to plan, because way back it was only one person that was handling a deal, John Mata, and then there came in David Harrison and the other guy called Matt Hargreaves, you get? But now you have Jean-Claude, he can negotiate a deal, you get? You are having Omar Berrada, he can negotiate a deal. though he's due to start officially on the 14th of July. Then you are having Dan Ashworth. He can also negotiate a deal, though he's really not yet given to the club of Manchester United. Jason Willox. So we are having close to 3 to 4, 5 people that can negotiate deal. This has gone ahead to make everything really work out well. And there are people who believe in results. Even Dave Bressford, he can really negotiate a deal because for the time has been around, Joan Cloud, I think, has gone ahead to know, because negotiating a deal in football doesn't differ off from negotiating a deal in cycling, right? You understand? I don't think it differs a lot. It doesn't really differ a lot, according to me. So that is it coming in through from the side of Jacobs Ben, but has confirmed to us that United are in advanced talks to negotiate the deal of Joshua Zirkzee. And very soon we'll hear. And I'm waiting for 30th June, because I know between today and 1st July, there are 2 bids I'm highly anticipating for to go in. One of Joshua Zirkzee, secondly of Gerard Braithwaite. Man United are not yet off the deal of Gerard Braithwaite, and they want to see to it that that deal really comes to pass in a nick of time. So that's what we are getting in through from Jacobs Ben, and Manchester United are really working tooth and nail to see to it that all goes on as to plan. So after that, let's obviously have something to do with the manager that he's really pushing to see to it that all comes to pass, and that is Erik ten Hag. Fabrizio Romano told us that Erik ten Hag said to sign new contract at Manchester United as deal is now almost agreed. Contacts advancing to final stages this week with his agents to finalize terms. All right, he told us that there will be changes in staff, with Ruud van Nistelrooy as a strong candidate revealed. So looks like by the end of this week, Manchester United would have already gone ahead to go to their website and confirm to us that Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to put pen to paper, and all is done and dusted in as far as the side of Manchester United is really concerned. So Manchester United is really having that huge problem they're really having, because for Erik ten Hag to obviously attract players and convince them that he's the right man to manage them, he needs to be on contract for like 3 years. And remember, it said they are negotiating for adding him 2 years on the already existing one to make it 3, and then later he goes ahead to obviously have a further option for Erik ten Hag. And I think that is the best thing that we prayed for, and that is the best thing that is going to have to happen to the club of Manchester United. You understand? Now, as it stands, Manchester United really has lots of things to do, and they've gone ahead to see to it that they get in those things in line. And I tell you what, adding Ruud van Nistelrooy is also close, as it has been confirmed to us by Fabrizio Romano that Ruud van Nistelrooy is getting closer to signing as United new coach in Erik ten Hag's staff. So I'm excited for Ruud van Nistelrooy to come in through, because I know how good he was when it came to obviously finishing. And as I told you, that United had a best option to bring in to replace Benjamin McCarthy, because for McCarthy, he hasn't gone ahead obviously manage at levels that this guy's gone ahead to manage. I'm talking about Ruud van Nistelrooy at PSV. I think won them like 2 titles, and after taking him to the Champions League, he really pulled out of the team, because the team never had what we call huge ambitions to keep huge players that he wanted, because he was like, if I keep these players around, we are going to really compete into Europe. And the club never had that intent. And he was like, let me obviously throw down my towel. But coming to Manchester United, there was Burnley on the way in the Championship. And I think Man United is the best choice for him, because he comes into the best team that has ever played for, the team that made him famous in the world. And there will be chance for him to obviously become even a manager of Manchester United, because if all goes well with Erik ten Hag, there is a point X where Erik ten Hag will be like, I want to leave and let Ruud van Nistelrooy really take over. All else, if Erik ten Hag is sacked, Ruud van Nistelrooy has all the qualifications and experience to obviously manage the club of Manchester United. So guys, your thoughts on Man United in Joshua Zirkzee advanced talks are welcome in the comment section with the agent. What do you make about Erik ten Hag agreement soon and Ruud van Nistelrooy closing in to the club of Manchester United? A sign out for now. See you later. Bye bye.